Hello again. Let's make a short tutorial now about how to use the interactive crop tool on a roll, on multiple scans, or even on a single scan. For that, we need to open our Grain2Pixel plugin. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use some scans received from a user a month ago, and this should be sample raw Arguedas. Okay, so Daniel Arguedas. Gonna. So he has some portrait scans, landscape scans. Let's check few files. Select some of his files, and let's export everything in tutorial sample as we did in the old tutorials. In all the tutorials, I'm using the same folder. I'm going to export it as JPEG, and in the conversion I'm going to use the interactive crop, the auto film based sampling. I'm going to use smart color cast remove, and I will add some sharpening using my action set for sharpening. And what else? Nothing else. Just hit run. I'm receiving this pop-up, and it tells me that once per batch that I selected interactive crop. That means I'm going to use my mouse before every conversion to set the crop. So how am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? I'm going to do it like this. I will allow a little bit of film base, to be visible here. So the algorithm will be able to see it, catch it, record it, and use it in the conversion. Okay. Film base. If you scan this roll with fixed white balance and fixed exposure, you may keep this value. Click yes if you want to continue with the sample value, and no if you need a frame-by-frame film-based analysis. So this film-based analysis is automatic. Okay, but if we scan, as we know from previous tutorials, if you scan a roll with the same white balance, or at least the same shutter, you will have the same color for the film base for the film, so you can sample it once and have it sampled for all your roll. But in this case, I did not perform these scans, so I'm gonna play safe and say no, because I'm not so sure about the white balance. I really don't know about the film base. And let's see our first scan. Great. And let's see the second one. Okay, we are asked again. This is interactive crop, actually. So every time when a frame from your multiple files is shown on the screen, you will need to make that crop. So I will allow again a little bit of film base to be visible, very few. You don't need a lot. And yes, we're going somewhere. There's a pool there. I know some people they do like, and I do love sometimes on medium format to keep this, I don't know how to call these corners, these eccentric corners. And I will assume that Arguedas would have preferred it in the same way. Okay, and let's crop it, let's invert it. Alright. Oh, nice. This is some Pentax. I can see here some I have a Pentax 645, and it's imprinting on the film, the the EXIF, but this one was on manual. All right. Shot on manual 1 per 50. Great. Let's okay. Let's make them all look normal, rotated. Nice. This one, this one needs a bit of saturation, no, like 11 points. And I'm gonna copy this layer, I believe. Yeah, this is the same. For this one, I will just add some contrast. And I'll consider myself happy. It seems to be a sunset, judging by the length of the shadows and the color of the skin, a bit reddish. Here you can see it. So it's a sunset for sure. This is obviously not a sunset, and this is a very nice mountain, I could say. Where is this taken? Actually, it's the landscape is so beautiful with so much snow. Yeah, this is how you can use the interactive crop tool when you have various type of scans which are having, imprecise. They're not placed in the same position. Okay, the frames, as you saw, as you can see in that, if you take a look again here in the where is it here in the sample raw, and let's make it extra large. You can see this one is a bit rotated, it's not aligned like this one. So you have various formats, various orientation of the scans, and you can apply the interactive crop. It's longer than normal, of course. It's not like a direct inversion. That's possible only when you have aligned scans or one-to-one scans. But for this one, you can use the interactive crop tool and have amazing results, as you can see here. They're just looking great. There's nothing wrong with it, but you will have to spend some time cropping, and I think that's not something too complicated, but it eats few seconds per scan. And if you really hate doing this, just improve your rig and you'll never have this problem. Anyway, doesn't matter what plugin you will use, this crop, it has to be done at the end, at the beginning. Doesn't matter when you have to do it, you will have to do it. So basically you're going to spend this time for cropping before the inversion, not after. So that's the only difference. Until the next tutorial, let's keep shooting, developing and scanning more film.